everyone, and welcome. It's Mini-Koneko here, dressed in my favorite white sweater, with my purple hair and cat ears. I'm so thrilled to see you all tuning in for today's special live stream. Can you guess what we'll be diving into today? That's right. It's the absolutely captivating world of Truman Capote's Breakfast at Tiffany's. Oh, I've been so excited to talk about this one. Let's get started. Alright everyone, are you ready? Because today, our main deal is absolutely fantastic. It's all about diving deep into the irresistible charm of Holly Golightly from Truman Capote's Breakfast at Tiffany's and unraveling the incredible depth of this masterpiece. Oh Holly, she's just so enigmatic, isn't she? I can't wait to explore what makes her so captivating and what profound messages the book holds for us. Get ready for some serious book love. Okay, so let's talk about the overview of Breakfast at Tiffany's and its reception. This book, it came out in 1958 and it was just boom. An instant sensation. It's a novella, yes, but its impact was huge. Holly Golightly, she was such a revolutionary character for our time, totally changing how people viewed heroines. It wasn't just a story, it was a cultural moment. And then of course, the movie came out, making it even more famous. Although, the differences between the book and the film are immense. This book really solidified Capote's unique literary style, cementing his place as a literary giant. It's truly a masterpiece, and its brilliance was recognized right away. Okay, now for the story itself. And don't worry, this part is completely spoiler-free, so even if you haven't read the book yet, you can still enjoy this. So, the story of Breakfast at Tiffany's begins in a charming, slightly disheveled apartment building in New York City. Our narrator, an aspiring writer, moves into an apartment and soon becomes utterly captivated by his eccentric, glamorous, and utterly unpredictable neighbor, Miss Holly Golightly. She's an aspiring socialite, actress, and just absolutely lives life on her own terms. She's often seen hosting wild parties, coming and going at all hours, and always looking fabulous, even if she's just in the bathroom. The book explores their unique, evolving relationship as the narrator tries to understand the mysterious and fascinating Holly. It's set against the vibrant, bustling backdrop of 1940s New York, truly bringing the city to life. That's all I'll say for now about the plot, no spoilers included. Alright, now let's talk about the heart of the story, Holly Golightly herself. Oh, she's just so captivating, isn't she? She's this incredibly mysterious, unpredictable heroine who simply lives on her own terms. One moment she's knocking on the narrator's door in the middle of the night because she lost her key, the next she's hosting a wild party with half uninvited guests. What really draws you in is her wild nature. It's a brightness that comes from darkness, from a past where she had to survive by her wits. This makes her seem so fragile, like she could shatter at any moment, not just crack, but crash. That raw vulnerability, combined with her free spirit and enigmatic aura, only makes her even more irresistible. She's truly one of a kind. Okay, now let's dive into the narrator's perspective. This is so crucial, you know. The eye in the story, this aspiring writer, he's not just a character, he's our eyes and ears into Holly's world. He's constantly observing her, documenting her wild antics, from her late-night key incidents to her chaotic parties. He's so smitten with her, it's just adorable. He's completely fallen for her, but for him, Holly just sees him as a kind friend. That bittersweet gap between his feelings and her perception is what makes their dynamic so fascinating and honestly, a little heartbreaking. It really pulls you in, doesn't it? Oh, and let's not forget the colorful characters surrounding Holly. They are so important because they reflect so much about her. Next up, her kind but complicated past, who really shows us the origins of her wildness. Then there are Rusty and Jose, her various suitors, who highlight her desire for stability contrasted with her untamable spirit. Each person she meets, from the sophisticated to the eccentric, pulls out a different facet of Holly, making her even more captivating and real. They're like pieces of a puzzle, completing her portrait. Oh, freedom! This is where Holly truly shines, and where your heart just itches for her. She lives for absolute liberty, constantly on the move, refusing to be tied down or caged. She sees herself as a wild creature, just like she said, and that freedom is breathtaking. But it comes with a huge price, a profound sense of loneliness and a constant, aching rootlessness. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much is freedom worth? It's intense. Oh, the loneliness and rootlessness, this is such a profound and heart-wrenching theme, isn't it? Even amidst the vibrant, bustling streets of New York, Holly embodies such a deep sense of solitude. She's constantly surrounded by people, hosting these wild parties, but she's fundamentally unmoored, like that wild thing she describes herself as. That feeling of not truly belonging anywhere, of always searching for a safe place like Tiffany's but never quite finding it, it's a universal emotion that resonates so deeply in big cities. It makes her bright, free spirit all the more poignant, a fragile shield against the darkness. It just makes my heart ache. Oh, this is such a fascinating point. Authenticity versus falsity, it's all over breakfast at Tiffany's, especially with Holly. She's this dazzling socialite, always perfectly put together, hosting glamorous parties, but how much of it is real, and how much is a performance? Remember, she's an actress in training. She changes her name from Lulamite to Holly, creating a whole new identity. But then, her true wild self, that raw energy, it just bursts out, doesn't it? Like when she's just in a bathrobe, or banging on the narrator's door. The book makes us question what real self-expression actually means in society. Is it about fitting in, or being utterly true to your untamed soul? It's so thought-provoking. Oh, now we simply must talk about the film version of Breakfast at Tiffany's. When you say the title, most people immediately picture Audrey Hepburn, don't they? Her portrayal of Holly Golightly was just iconic, wasn't it? The movie was a massive success worldwide, cementing her image, and it completely captivated audiences. It had such a huge cultural impact, even though, well, we'll get into the differences later, but its influence is undeniable. It's amazing how a film can take a story and make it its own. Oh, this is the part where it gets really fascinating. The Holly image is decisively different between the original book and the movie. Audrey Hepburn's portrayal in the film is absolutely charming and iconic, but she made Holly much softer, more romantic, and ultimately, a character who finds a traditional happy ending. She becomes not a wild animal and gets her happy ever after by finding her cat and staying with Paul. But in the original book, Holly truly remains that untamed wild creature. She embraces her independence and is fundamentally untouchable, never truly settling down. It's like two entirely different characters sharing the same name. It's wild. Oh, now we're getting to the really big differences, especially the ending. It's completely opposite in the film and the book. In the movie, Holly finds her cat, and she and Paul kiss in the rain, a classic Hollywood happy ending where she sheds her wildness for love. What in the original book, my heart just aches, the cat is never found by Holly right then and there. And Holly definitely doesn't stay with the Nair. She simply flies off to South America, embracing her untamed nature. Why the change? Well, Hollywood often prefers a clear romantic happy ever after for commercial success, and to appeal to a wider audience. This difference fundamentally changes the story's message, transforming it from a poignant tale of fleeting connection with a free spirit to a conventional romance. It's truly a 180-degree shift in meaning. Oh, this is a topic that just makes me want to jump up and down. The movie's success, while fabulous for bringing Breakfast at Tiffany's to a wider audience, also created quite a big misunderstanding about the original work. So many people now picture Holly exactly as Audrey Hepburn played her, gentle and romantic, and they assume the book has that same happy ending. But as we just discussed, the book's Holly is raw and untamed, and our ending is much more about freedom and solitude. This has led to many overlooking the deeper, darker themes of the novel. It's a shame, because while the film is delightful, it hides the powerful wild heart of Capote's original vision. But that's why we're here today, to clear that up. Oh, this is so important. You know, Truman Capote himself felt a deep sense of loneliness and a constant need to drift, just like Holly. His own childhood was marked by a feeling of being half abandoned, and that feeling of being unmoored, a searching for a place to belong, it's profoundly reflected in Holly's character. She's a wild creature, always on the move, refusing to be caged, and that's exactly how he often felt. This shared rootlessness, this beautiful, heartbreaking freedom, it's what makes Holly feel so incredibly real and poignant. It's his personal message woven into our very being. Oh, this is where it all comes together. Breakfast at Tiffany's isn't just a store, it's practically a confession from Truman Capote himself. The profound sense of loneliness and that constant, aching rootlessness that defines Holly. That's his own heart speaking. He poured his personal experiences, especially his turbulent childhood and his lifelong search for belonging, into our character. Remember Holly's poignant line, "You mustn't ever love a wild thing, the more you love it, the wilder it gets." That's not just Holly talk, that's Capote's personal message about the fear of attachment and the inherent impossibility of truly capturing a free spirit, including his own. He was projecting his deepest emotional truths onto Holly, making her a vessel for his relentless quest for a place to feel safe, like Tiffany's. It's so beautiful and heartbreaking. Alright everyone, as we wrap things up today, I really want us to think about what Breakfast at Tiffany's asks of us, even now, in modern society. Even though it was written decades ago, the themes of freedom, loneliness, and the search for belonging are so incredibly universal, aren't they? Holly's desire for wilder untamed freedom, her struggle with profound rootlessness, and our constant quest for a place where she feels safe and at peace, like Tiffany's itself, these are feelings we all experience. The book challenges us to consider what it means to be truly free, what home really is, and how we navigate our own unique paths in a world that often tries to categorize us. It's just so timeless. Okay everyone, that brings us to the end of our special live stream on Breakfast at Tiffany's. Thank you all so much for joining me today and diving deep into this incredible book. It was truly wonderful to share my excitement about Holly Golightly's world and Capote's genius with all of you. Your comments and engagement mean the world to me. Remember, if you enjoyed today's stream, please do give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below with your thoughts. I post new videos about books every day, so you won't want to miss them. I can't wait to see you again very soon for our next reading adventure. Until then, happy reading everyone! Bye bye.